Hi everyone, it's Deacon Megan. I'm going to go over our 2 prayer practices for this week that you have available in your Lenten kits. And the first one is the coloring prayer practice. It gives you instructions step by step of how to do this. Some of you may find it to be a very meditative process where you're coloring, you're scribbling and doodling and thinking and praying in that way. Others of you may have never done this practice before, so it may be new to you. You may combine it with the 5-finger practice that you were doing in terms of knowing what things to be praying for and writing those things down as you go. You may have your children to draw something, and then you can pray about the thing that you're drawing. I did an example myself, and I found it to be really meaningful. It encourages you to put the name of God that you are praying to in this particular prayer right in the center, and then doodle, and then add other prayers, and then doodle some more. I want you to notice in my prayer today, I prayed for each and every one of you. For you as parents and caregivers, and for your children by name. If you are on our roster at Mill Creek Parish, I have your name written down here, and I'm holding you and your family in my thoughts and prayers during this time. It reminded me of the devotion from this week as well that talks about the community that Jesus was a part of. My hope and prayer for you is that Mill Creek can be that form of community. If it's not, I want to talk with you about why that's the case. Is there something that we can be doing more, that we can be doing better to be in community together? And if it is, that's wonderful. And we can always be in a process of continual improvement. And so I always love to hear from you of how you feel like you are being embraced and shown the love of Christ through our community at Mill Creek Parish. And it also invites us to think about who are others that we need to be inviting to be a part of this community with us. We have to be reaching out to others. If this place is such a meaningful place to us, then by all means, we want to share it with others so that they can have that same community that our scripture and devotion this week references that Jesus was a part of. That if he were to do something that was out of line, his parents would know about it because someone would tell them, hey, we've been looking out and watching out. But not only those critiques, but also the joys, sharing in the joys and the happy moments, the milestones that your children are living and experiencing every single day. So the other practice that's in here, this is one that I really love. I have not thought of it or heard of it before. There's 2 ways that you could do it. I'm going to offer a slight deviation from the instructions that are in your Lenten kits. It's called the a photo prayer. And what I did, I pulled an old photo album of mine that has pictures of family. This is my sister and her husband in it. My nephews. This is my nephew when he was teeny tiny. And I thought, what a great practice of just opening up an old photo album and looking at the people that are in there and praying for those people. You can do that together as a family. Both of these activities, prayer activities, you could do as a family. The coloring prayer, you could take turns drawing and coloring something so that your picture is not necessarily one continuous illustration of something of whatever one artist thinks of, but instead is this group effort that you do. It's just a different way of doing prayer. And my hope as well in this exercise is that you see there's not one way to pray. There's not just one way that you can do it. You don't have to be sitting down in a church pew somewhere. Prayer should be something that we are doing continuously, showing these as examples of this can be one simple way of incorporating prayer more fully into your daily life as a family. So I hope that you will find these practices to be helpful and that you might introduce them to your children to do together. And if you have other variations and ways that you engaged in these practices as a family, ways that you liked to do them, please let me know. Again, we want to highlight and share those things with others in our congregation as you're doing those. Would love to hear about them. So please let me know. Send me pictures or send me messages. My prayers continue to be with you. I am going to be hanging this on my wall in my office at home so that as I look at it, I continue to pray for you. Please know that I am always doing so. And also, I just want you to recognize that I know that not every name is listed on here. There are many other people who are in your support network that contribute to the life and well-being of your children. If you would like for me to share resources with them as well, please, by all means, send me a message. I'll be glad to. I know that you as parents are not the only ones who are helping in your child's spiritual formation. And so if we can send them messages with these resources, perhaps they are the ones that are caring for your children during the day. And they would find it helpful to have these extra activities and things to be doing. I'll be glad to share the information with them. Just let me know how I can do so. Again, prayers are with you, covering you in this time. And I look forward to being with you soon. Take care.